As AI completely reshapes the workforce and the world just feels more chaotic, more and more people are actively seeking jobs that feel human and purposeful and do good in the world. But a lot of people don't know about all the ways that you can work for nonprofits or social impact organizations and make a real living while making a difference. So in this video, I want to share 6 under-the-radar nonprofit and social impact job sites that can match your interests, your skills, and your salary needs. And we're going to look at sites that offer full-time and part-time and remote and hybrid roles. And for each, I'm going to break down what makes that site unique and share a few tips on how to potentially stand out as an applicant. Before we dive into the first site, if you are first coming to this channel, you're interested in nonprofits and social entrepreneurship, make sure you click the link below this video to subscribe to my free weekly newsletter, Changemaker Mondays. Whether you want to work to help the environment or families or in grant making or do some graphic design for good, there's a job board out there for you to explore. Let's take a look at some of these. The first site I want to draw your attention to is theimpactjob.com. The Impact Job is a hand-picked, highly curated job board that covers nonprofits and climate and sustainability employers and corporate social responsibility or CSR roles. For the uninitiated, CSR simply refers to the department inside a for-profit company that manages their charitable giving and social impact initiatives. So one thing that makes the Impact Job stand out is its strict commitment to salary transparency. Every single listing must display a salary range, which is still incredibly rare for a lot of jobs boards. It's a smaller, higher quality board than the big aggregators because every listing is manually reviewed before going live. Here's one thought about some of the roles that you might find here. If you are looking at CSR or sustainability roles on this site, the timing is kind of perfect because according to the World Economic Forum's recent 2025 labor market data, roles for sustainability specialists and environmental protection professionals are projected to grow by over 33% as companies work to meet new environmental standards. One tip for applying for roles on the site, because the site curates high quality roles, the competition could be a little higher. So to stand out for a role when you apply, my tip is to not just talk about your passion for the cause, also showcase your understanding of the trends in the issue areas and your past experiences. So maybe share your thoughts or recommendations on some of the most recent trends or how you'd approach a special challenge that's facing the field right now. The second site that I want to share is the Second Day Job Feed. This one is a newer resource, and it's great if you're trying to get your first nonprofit or social impact job, or maybe you are early in your social good career. It's a nonprofit and social impact jobs platform specifically designed to include part-time roles, internships, and full-time positions for early career folks. So just like the Impact Job, Second Day treats salary transparency as a non-negotiable standard, which is pretty cool. Every role listed is going to include the salary, and you can also filter the feed easily by job type and working arrangement, whether you want in-person, hybrid, or remote work. They also run an Impact Fellowship program specifically for early career professionals, which I think is really great because according to recent research by Deloitte and others, nearly 9 in 10 Gen Z and millennials want jobs with purpose, and many are willing to reject employers that don't align with their values. Quick tip for this one. If you are applying for part-time or early career roles found on Second Day, your biggest advantage is showing a lot of adaptability. Nonprofits hiring entry-level or part-time staff usually need someone who can wear multiple hats, for better or worse. For example, in your cover letter, you might highlight a time you successfully managed competing priorities or learned a completely new software tool on the fly. Now, the third job site is the National Council of Nonprofits job board. So founded in 1990, the National Council of Nonprofits is the largest network of nonprofits in the United States, and their job board focuses on jobs, especially in nonprofits, as opposed to other social impact fields. The board focuses heavily on management and leadership positions, so it might be a great place to search if you have some leadership experience under your belt or are looking for career growth after some time in some other social impact roles. Leadership and management roles are in incredibly high demand right now. According to a 2025 national survey of nonprofit trends and impacts, 46% of staffed nonprofits reported having employee vacancies. A lot of organizations are looking for skilled, experienced managers to navigate team and community challenges. A quick tip if you're applying for a leadership or management role: focus on how you've supported team retention and organization culture in the past, or how you'd approach this in your next role. Don't just list the programs you managed, share specifics like how you supported your team or reduced staff turnover or improved workplace culture in your previous roles. Fourth, let's talk about the Probably Good job board. That is actually its name. Probably Good is a nonprofit that helps people find careers that are both personally fulfilling and genuinely impactful. Their job board curates over 1,400-ish opportunities for high-impact organizations worldwide. So what makes Probably Good unique is a few things, other than its name. In addition to jobs, they also post some funding opportunities for people who are leading projects that do good as part of their career. And they offer some one-on-one career advising for free. This means you can get personalized guidance on which roles and organizations are the best fit for your specific goals, not just a list of openings. It's particularly strong for international roles and for people who are still figuring out exactly which cause area they want to focus on. Quick thought here: if you use their career advising service, come prepared. Don't just show up and say, I want to help people. Take the time to filter their job board first, pick 3 very different roles that sound interesting to you, and bring those to your advising sessions. This is going to give the advisor a concrete baseline to help you narrow down your actual strengths. Okay, I think this 5th one is really cool and unique because it's for project-based freelancers who want to do good. It's called Design Gigs for Good. This is going to be a free, community-driven job board sitting kind of at the intersection of design and social impact. So it lists roles for graphic designers, UX designers, brand designers, and visual communicators at nonprofits and social enterprises. It's one of the few job resources specifically designed for creative professionals seeking social impact work, and it's a niche that's almost completely invisible on general nonprofit boards. They also host an active international Slack community for designers who use their craft for social change. Now, despite the rise in use of AI, demand for digital design in the nonprofit and social impact sector is still really strong. Organizations are realizing that they must compete with for-profit brands for attention. So the need for skilled designers has become critical to ensure their websites and donation platforms actually convert visitors into supporters. If you're a designer applying to a nonprofit, your portfolio can't just be beautiful, it has to show outcomes if possible. So my recommendation is, for every portfolio piece, explain the problem that you solved. Did your redesign increase donations? Did your branding help secure a major grant? Connect your design directly to the organization's bottom line and other goals as much as possible. Now, 6th and finally is the Emerging Practitioners in Philanthropy job board. If you ever thought to yourself, it might be interesting to work for an organization that gives out big grants to fund good causes, this could be the job site for you. Emerging Practitioners in Philanthropy is a national network for emerging leaders in philanthropy, specifically people who are early in their careers in the foundation and grant-making world. Grant foundations have staff too. So their job board lists positions within the grant-making sector, roles like program officers, grants managers, and foundation associates at private and community foundations. These jobs can pay very competitively, and this is a specialized niche that is also very underserved by general job boards. The network also offers incredible professional development and mentorship opportunities. A little about this area of social impact. So the philanthropic sector is actively hiring to manage a massive influx of wealth entering the space, especially from AI tech founders. Between that and the growth of donor-advised funds, foundations are actively seeking program officers to help distribute funds effectively and equitably to communities in need. One thing to think about here is that to stand out for a foundation or grant-making role, you must demonstrate what is called systems thinking. Foundations don't fund single projects necessarily. They want to fund systemic change. If you get to the interview stage of one of these jobs, you might want to talk about how you look at the root causes of social issues, how you build collaborative relationships with grantees to genuinely understand community needs and assets. Now, before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, Click and Pledge, because we know fundraising is so often an important part of nonprofit and social impact work. Click and Pledge is a fundraising platform that makes it easy for nonprofits to start and grow their fundraising with confidence and equip your team members and supporters with the tools that they need to raise money for your cause. With Click and Pledge, you'll get professional grade tools for super affordable startup level costs from day one. They've got customizable donation forms that you can brand and design and plug right into your website that are going to form the foundation of your online fundraising strategy. And they also have a number of other tools included in their affordable flat monthly costs that you can use as your organization is growing. Things like in-person and peer-to-peer fundraising features, video fundraising with embedded donation links right in the videos, text to give tools, donor management tools, AI support like their Pulse feature that can help you create fundraising reports, and their Ask Quickly feature, which helps your donors ask questions so that they can get the clarity they need to inspire them to donate. They've got Salesforce and other integrations all included with no contracts or surprise add-on fees. Now, unlike some platforms that increase your fees as you grow, Click and Pledge pricing stays the same whether you have 10 donors or 10,000 donors. So you can use the QR code and link in the description below to check out Click and Pledge. You can book a demo, talk to their team, and get your first $25 monthly fee waived. So I hope that if nothing else, this video helps you feel that finding a job that actually matters to you, that does good in the world, it doesn't have to feel like throwing your resume into a black hole on Indeed. Trying some of these specialized jobs boards might help you put yourself in front of the right people, the right organizations that need your specific talents. And to keep learning how to work for and build nonprofit and social impact organizations, don't forget to make sure you're subscribed to my free weekly newsletter, which is linked below and at changemakercafe.com. If you're curious about what questions to practice for if you get a job interview with a nonprofit or social impact organization, you might want to check out this video next. I'm Amber Melanie Smith. Don't forget to subscribe to catch the next video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.